You guys ready to go?
Where are we going, gang?
To the and carry on
Hi everyone. In this video, you're about to see how we survived a long-haul flight from Las Vegas to Thailand flying on Korean Air economy class with kids. And we're not going to pretend it was glamorous here. In this video, you'll see what a long-haul economy flight with kids actually looks like. Meals, seats, stress, and all. Okay, we're at our gate at McCarran, and we're about to get on a flight for 13 hours in economy on Korean Air. And the kids are running around because I told them no pads until we get on the airplane. So we're gonna get on, and this is gonna be a direct flight from Las Vegas to Seoul, Korea, and from there we have like a 3-hour layover, and then we're getting on a flight from Seoul to Bangkok, and that's about 4 hours. So in total, this is gonna be about a little over 20 hours of travel time. So we're gonna try to survive here.
Are you okay?
2 kids, 5 years old and 7 years old. And as you can see, they're already running around crazy. Oh no. I know you see a lot of first class travel online, and I'm sure it's amazing. But for us, flying economy is a choice. With a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, we'd rather spend that money on the trip itself or save it for another one. For context, our economy flights for this entire journey were about $4,700 round trip for our family. Most of us aren't flying around the world in first class anyways. We choose economy because we choose experiences. And hey, we'll still get there. After we boarded, the meal service started fairly quickly once we were in the air. Since it was a night flight, I think the airline wanted to get everyone fed early and then let people sleep, which is pretty much what we did. We pre-ordered our kids' meals on the Korean Air website ahead of time. You can request special meals like child meals when you manage your booking online or in the app, and those generally need to be done at least 24 hours before departure. The first kids' meal was pizza, and honestly, most of the cheese stuck to the foil. It came with fruit, chips, vegetables, and milk. Not the best meal we've ever had, but not the worst either. The adult meal was a Korean bibimbap. I found it a little lacking in flavor. It was filling and gave me something substantial to eat, but it didn't really stand out. Again, not the worst airline meal I've ever had. Also worth mentioning, the bathrooms on Korean Air were surprisingly spacious, which, hello parents, you know is a big deal for all those diaper changes, sticky hands, and parental assistance. Seat space in economy was better than I expected. Enough room to stretch a bit and help the kids without feeling completely cramped. The onboard entertainment was fairly standard for a long-haul flight, but the movie section felt a little more limited than I expected. The second adult meal on the first long-haul flight was breakfast. Scrambled eggs, beans, and mushrooms. I didn't end up eating much of this one. The eggs had that processed texture, and while the beans were sweet and okay, it just wasn't for me. The kids were served a hot dog for their second meal, and honestly, it was really good, comparable to a Costco hot dog. We arrived at Incheon Airport in South Korea for a short layover, and we were actually really hungry for a real meal. We found a ramen place in the terminal that was amazing. So good, in fact, that I ended up eating there again on the way home. So they make you take out your power bank going through the security here at Korean at the Seoul airport. And I went back to security because we have like 3 hours to kill to see if they had that power bank, because I actually kind of like it. It's like a wireless one, and the guy told me to go to gate 250 for the lost and found, and I'm gonna be really shocked if they actually have it. So they literally had my power bank at the lost and found. And I had told the guy at security that it had only been like 15-20 minutes, and he said, oh, we're just really efficient, so we already turned it into the lost and found. And then he looked in this book and was like, oh, it's a black one? I said, yeah. And they literally had it. You just gotta love travel in 3
Asia.
After that long flight, we really needed space and breathing room to stretch out, let the kids run around, and just be off the plane for a bit. Okay, so we're gonna be on our last flight and try to make
The
it.
best advice for people who are traveling with kids is don't travel with kids.
We had a few mishaps, including Luca having an accident, and we don't have any extra clothes.
An accident. He pooped his pants.
Luca pooped his
And then I had
pants.
to clean up poop. And he's 5. He never poops his pants, but I guess that sometimes things happen when you're on vacation.
After our layover, we boarded our second flight to Bangkok, about 6 hours long. I didn't sleep at all on this flight, and even though it was shorter, it somehow felt longer than the first one. We were served one meal on this flight. The adult option was a beef stew with mashed potatoes and vegetables, and this was honestly the best meal I had on Korean Air. The beef was tender and the sauce was savory. The kids' meal wasn't a huge winner this time. It was barbecue chicken with potato croquettes, and it just didn't land well with them. On each Korean Air flight, the kids were given some type of small goodie. On this flight, they received a little airplane plushie with a little keyring, which they immediately clipped to their backpacks. On the second flight, they were given a small coloring activity, which kept them busy.
This is what we look like after 20 hours of flying. 20 plus hours of flying. We're about to make the final landing to Bangkok, and their ears are hurting. This is the first time that they've complained about their ears hurting. I would say the second flight was a lot more than the first one. This was a 6-hour flight. Honestly, it felt like 13 hours. And the first one, that was a 13-hour flight, felt like a 3-hour flight. So maybe it's just because it's such a long haul and we're at the end, so we're all just feeling it right now.
When we finally landed in Bangkok, it felt like we'd gone through a time warp. Thankfully, we were greeted right away and guided through the airport to our transportation.
Deliriously tired.
23 hours on an airplane and you get delirious, kids.
This airport's so busy.
Say hi, Luca.
That way.
Okay,
No, nicely.
we made it to Bangkok Airport, and now we're just waiting for our ride that I pre-booked ahead of time to get to our hotel. And we fast-tracked through immigration, and we got our bags, and now we're waiting a few minutes for our ride to the hotel. And I pre-booked this so that we could avoid the madhouse, but it's still a madhouse in here. Okay, there. We made it out of the airport by some miracle. Picked up in this very interesting van that has decor on the ceilings. And it's a bright and sunny day here in Thailand. All I can tell you is that we landed about an hour and a half ago. And it took us about an hour and a half to get out of the airport and to be on the road to our hotel room. It was a complete madhouse at the airport. And the lady was helping us during the fast track lane and said that it's always like that. So be prepared if you come to Bangkok that airport is crazy. We did get that priority pass, booking ahead of time, which for all 4 of us, it was $90. I didn't know how bad the immigration line was going to be because I did read, I saw some Instagram stories saying that the immigration line was really like 3 hours wait. So I got kind of nervous about that with 2 small kids, so I booked ahead of time. And then I also pre-booked this transportation. So the lady that fast-tracked us through the immigration walked us right over to where our driver was meeting us, and we had a few minutes wait because I guess our driver got stuck in traffic. So now here we are in the van to our hotel.
After that long travel day, arriving at the Pathuan Princess Hotel in central Bangkok felt like such a relief. It was the perfect place to land and reset.
Alright, now I'm happy.
Okay, we made it to our room, and this room is perfect for us because it has this cute little kids area, this table. We've got 2 bedrooms, and this is the kids' room with their beds.
So happy.
And they got their own bathroom, and the butler just came in here and set up this gaming station for the kids, and we've got a little kitchenette area here, and this is so cute. They have little kids robes and little slippers, and
So disgusting.
this is really good that we have our own. He said this water is drinkable water.
So disgusting.
We've got a little fridge, and let me show you the view that we have. The view is actually, here we go. This is Bangkok, and there's a pool down there. Apparently there's a club lounge there that we have free drinks at. And this is the 2nd bedroom. And it also has its own bathroom. So there's 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms in this hotel room, and it's super nice. We actually had our own concierge person that said that we could text him with anything that we need. While the day was long, the memories we made over the next 2 weeks in Thailand and later in Singapore became some of our favorites. I hope this video gives you the courage to travel long haul with your kids, because if we could do it, so can you. That's it for this video. In the next few videos, we'll be traveling around Thailand, so make sure to subscribe and follow along on our journey.